If you clicked on this video, you are doing exactly what everyone else wants to do. How do you remove your distractions and how do you make it stick? Now, before we even go there, you need to first identify what is causing you that distraction. And for 99% of the time, it's yourself. So, the hard pill to swallow is you have to accept and acknowledge that your behavior or habit is the one that is causing that distraction. I think I can represent everyone and say this that for most of us, this is our main cause of distraction, our smartphones. It's always with us, it's super convenient, it's compact, it's in our pockets, in our bags, and it's super easily reachable because everything we do our lives revolves around this one device. Without noticing, you have built habits that you immediately take out your phone, you unlock it, you go to the specific app that you always click. There's like a muscle memory. Maybe you swipe up and you click the first app, or maybe there is apps on your home screen that you automatically do it without even thinking. So that's why what I first did is number one, identify what are those apps, what are those muscle memories that I keep on doing without even realizing. And for me, like most people too, social media was the main course. I have to give it to them. These companies, Meta, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, they are geniuses. They have figured out a way to make us stick immediately. That's why you don't notice that sometimes you click it and you start scrolling for hours and hours and hours. But you need to be one step ahead of them. So the first thing I did was to rearrange those apps. I swapped places. I made those apps a bit more harder to reach. For example, for my social media, I usually just swipe up into the menu screen and I click the app because it's just right there, one swipe away. So what I did was move the app all the way to the fourth app screen. That way, even if I want to open the app, I have to swipe up, swipe 4 times, and then open. By the time I swipe 4 times, my brain like, hey, it's on the fourth screen. You're swiping 4 times. There's a little gap for you to realize that you don't actually want to click this app. So that itself can remove you from clicking it immediately. Why do you want to remove the distraction? You need to ask yourself, are you doing it because everyone else is doing it also? Or are you doing it because that distraction is something that makes you feel bad? So for me, I didn't want to be distracted by social media. I was not happy being on social media. It made me feel drained. It made me feel like I am not doing enough, even though I'm doing a lot of things. And social media makes you believe that you're not doing good enough. And it's content after content after content feeding you more information, more things to see. It's over stimulus or stimuli. I'm not sure what's the word, but you get the point. So basically, I want to eliminate it because it doesn't make me feel good. So that was my biggest why. So you need to ask yourself, why are you doing it? I still like social media. I like to see what my friends are doing. I like to see some other content as well, but not all the time. Maybe like 30 minutes a day maximum. More than that, I don't think so. You need to have a strong why, so every single action that you do will actually be beneficial. Because if you don't know why you're doing it in the first place, then no matter what you do, no matter what action you take, it will not make any sense. You will eventually go back to your old habits and you will start feeling like crap all over again. So knowing your why, extremely important, guys. Extremely important. Now, just because you have moved your apps and you know your why doesn't mean all of a sudden you will be fine or your distractions will be gone. The thing is, we become distracted when we have a moment of silence or maybe a moment of boredom. If you can handle it, that's fine. But what you can do is replace that habit with something else, something positive, something that can push you to learn or stimulate your mind. So what you can do is maybe replace it with like a reading app, like an ebook. I've been trying this app called Headway. It's a summarized book, audiobook as well. So it basically condenses a full book into about 10 to 15 minutes of either reading or listening. They have both options. I've been trying it for the past 1 week, and honestly, I don't prefer it because I feel like it's too summarized to the point where it sounds like ChatGPT. I feel like we need to give credit to the author who writes the book, because there is a lot of work that goes behind writing a book. All the research, the iterations to make sure the information that is being shared is perfectly aligned with the aim of the book. And I think I still prefer to read a full book, not like a super condensed version. I am still finding alternatives to the Headway app. So right now what I'm doing is I just downloaded an ebook and I read it. But I understand for some people it might be too big of a change, because your brain is so used to the easy dopamine from social media and clicking it, instantly getting it. And having multiple steps to open a ebook and read it, it might be too difficult. So maybe replace it with something like a mind game, not your brain rot games. I'm pretty sure if you go to Google Play Store or Apple App Store, there are many mind games like Sudoku, puzzles, like you build the bridge, a game that is fun yet it pushes you to learn something. So this is a great replacement of that scrolling or that distraction habit. In this way, you will be able to knock yourself out of it when it's time. But at the same time, if you do get carried away with it, you are learning, you are stimulating your mind, you are sharpening your brain. So that is a great tip that I did myself that improved my boredom. I wasn't too bored anymore, so I had something to do, but I didn't click any social media apps, so no distractions. So guys, the final tip that I have is, this is an upgraded version by the way. Get another device. Don't get another phone, because the whole idea is to not make it so convenient for you to carry around with you. So imagine this. Imagine you get yourself another phone, you move all your social media apps or anything that is distracting you, social media basically, to that phone, and you end up holding that phone more. See, we do not want to make it convenient. A tablet, on the other hand, is a bit bigger. You'll get tired if you hold it for way too long. It's not that convenient to swipe on reels for like 2 hours. It's not convenient. And for a tablet, if you do get it, you might end up doing more productive things. For example, reading an ebook. It's a bigger screen, it's nicer to read on, or maybe you end up journaling more, you end up taking more notes because there's a pen that comes with most tablets. For example, I am looking at getting the Galaxy Tab S10 FE, because I believe nobody really needs to spend 4,000 plus ringgit to get a tablet, because at the end of the day, it is used to consume content, to write things. The Tab S10 FE, I believe it's around 2,000 ringgit, and it's everything you need. It comes with a pen, it comes with a keyboard, it is fast enough for you to do your note taking, it's convenient enough for you to bring it around. There are two sizes that you can choose from, and you can move all your social media apps there. You're not going to be holding your tablet the whole day. There must be a specific time that you'll be using your tablet, and when you are using a tablet, use social media. It's fine. Give yourself 30 minutes. Give yourself however long you want. Enjoy social media. It doesn't mean that social media is horrible and you shouldn't even go there. If you think like that, it's fine. But like I said, I like social media. I like to be on there. My friends are there. I like to see what's going on in their lives. I want to see updates and other things that's going on. But I don't want to be there the whole day. So if you really like the upgraded version, I highly recommend you to try it. I'm thinking for myself, not just to move social media, but like I said, to journal more, to read more. It's a tool that I think is beneficial for someone to have. Well, no more distractions for 2026, guys. Lock in, focus. We are going to achieve all our goals and make sure that we have a fulfilling 2026. With that said, I see you next week.